My cousin Emily had recently become obsessed with the infantilized aesthetic. She spent her days obsessing over beauty standards she found online, and even replaced her entire wardrobe with clothes designed for little girls. I tried to talk her out of it, told her to stop stressing so much. But she didn't listen. Instead, she targeted my daughter, Lily, because she'd heard some insane voodoo online, that drinking a baby's blood could reverse aging, even keep a person eternally youthful. After Lily died, I was inconsolable. In a blind fury, I pushed Emily off the roof. They sent me to prison, and I rotted there, slowly going mad with grief. And now, I opened my eyes, and found myself back on the very day Emily came to visit. This time, I put on a smile. I had a recipe of my own for eternal youth. Knock, knock, knock. The sound of someone at the door jolted me awake. I turned and saw little Lily still sound asleep beside me. Relieved, I tucked the blanket over her shoulders and got out of bed. When I passed the calendar on the wall, my feet froze. A wave of memories came crashing down on me. Too fast, too much. A cold shiver ran through me. Didn't I die? Why was I back? A week before everything happened? Then I heard voices outside, voices I recognized. Sarah? You home? Open up. It was Emily and Aunt Carol. I stood still, stunned. I had been reborn into the exact day Emily and Aunt Carol came to my house. Reborn to the moment when Lily was still alive. They kept knocking. I didn't move. My mind was a total mess. In my last life, Emily had gotten her hands on some cursed beauty tip, something about infant blood keeping your skin youthful. She used the excuse of visiting Lily to take her away. By the time I found my daughter, she had already that image. Her lifeless, tiny body. The horror of it still burned in my brain. I wouldn't let that happen again. This time, if God had given me a second chance, I would do whatever it took to stop her. After a few minutes, I heard footsteps outside. I was hopeful. Maybe they'd left? But then, Sarah's not home? It was my mother's voice. That doesn't sound right. I'll just use my key. What? Why the hell was my mom with them? Before I could react, the door opened and the three of them walked in. Emily was the same as ever. 2 high pigtails, pink ribbons, a frilly baby pink dress, white lace around her ankles. She looked like a living doll. If you didn't know any better, you'd think she was a teenager. But she was in her 30s. She noticed me staring and lifted her chin proudly, giving her dress a twirl. Well, cute, right? She chirped. If you like it, I'll send you one. I gave a forced smile. No thanks, I'm a mom. I can't pull that off. She sneered. Yeah, figures. With that fat saggy body of yours, even the largest size wouldn't fit you. What a waste. She gave me a once-over and wrinkled her nose. You should try harder, Sarah. Look at me. My baby lashes, puppy dog eyes, elf ears, and my ultra kawaii wardrobe. Who would guess I'm over 30? Emily looked me up and down with disgust. With that flabby figure? I doubt you could squeeze into the largest size. Don't waste the fabric. She circled me slowly, her tone dripping with scorn. You really should learn to take care of yourself, Sarah. Look at me. Baby doll lashes, puppy eyes, elf ears, and this adorable honeybee-themed dress. No one would believe I'm 32. I clenched my jaw. Emily always had this ability to crawl under my skin. After leaving my ex-husband, I had Lily on my own. Maybe that made us easier targets. Just me, my mother, and my child in the house. No man to act as deterrent. Aunt Carol suddenly stood. Where's Lily? We came to see her. Haven't visited since you finished your postpartum recovery. Emily tilted her chin and looked around, her eyes darting like a fox casing a henhouse. I quickly stepped between them and the hallway. Ah, bad timing. Lily just fell asleep. She's been cranky for days, and it took ages to calm her down. Let me bring her out when she wakes. Emily frowned. What do you mean? We came just for the baby. Are we supposed to leave without even seeing her? I forced a smile. She won't be out long. Why don't you all grab lunch first? I promise I'll text when she wakes up. Mom chimed in. Yes, let's not sit around. Lunch is on me. But Emily ignored us and walked straight toward the bedroom. I didn't come here to eat. I want to see the baby. Relax, I'll just peek. I won't wake her. Don't be so stingy. Before I could stop her, she'd already opened the bedroom door. Lily was fast asleep. Emily crouched beside the crib, staring at her with disturbing intensity. Her eyes gleamed with hunger, not the kind for food. When I stepped in, Emily whispered, mesmerized, "Her skin is flawless, so soft and white. I wish I had that kind of baby skin." My heart pounded. I held back my disgust and calmly drew the canopy curtain closed. "Emily, your skin is lovely. Honestly, you look like a teenager. And babies? They have all sorts of skin issues. Diaper rashes, drool blisters. They're a mess." Emily blinked, touching her own face self-consciously. Then she stood and stepped back. "Ugh, you're right. I don't want her germs." Maybe it was the number of people in the room, or maybe Lily just sensed Emily's presence. But her little mouth twitched, and she began to cry. I rushed over and picked her up, patting her gently, but she was wide awake now, eyes blinking. Emily giggled. "Oh my God, even her crying is cute. So adorable. I wish I could cry like that. Can she teach me?" That made my skin crawl. Wanting to look like a baby was one thing. But this woman wanted to be a baby. Mom took Lily in her arms. "Since she's awake, let's all go to lunch. You didn't come here for nothing." I didn't want to go, but I couldn't argue with Mom in front of them. So we went. Even on the street, strangers stared at Emily's juvenile getup. She didn't notice the judgmental eyes. Or maybe she did, and just thought they were admiring her. At the restaurant, she refused to sit in a private booth. "No, I want people to see me. Why hide when you look this good?" The main dining room was noisy, and Lily began to fuss again. I seized the excuse. "Oh shoot. I forgot Lily's bottle. You guys go ahead and eat. I'll take her home and feed her. No need to wait." Aunt Carol exchanged a look with Emily, and surprisingly nodded. "All right, but be quick. Don't let the baby go hungry. Your mom will stay with us." Clutching Lily, I left the chaos behind. Thank God. For now, we were away from Emily. Emily had followed me back home. I thought I was safe, but when I turned around, there she was, crouched in front of my apartment door like some creepy raccoon. She looked wrong. She stood up and yanked off her face mask and sun hat. "Look at me, Sarah. Look what you did to me." I hugged Lily tight, stepping back instinctively. Emily's face was a nightmare, covered in angry red rashes, blistering and swollen. Her skin looked like it was at war with itself. "What the hell happened to your face?" I asked, keeping my voice even. "What do you think? I used the baby products from your house. I drank the formula too, and now look at me. Did you poison me or something?" I blinked. "Wait, wasn't all that stuff for your friend's baby? Why were you using it yourself?" "I was just testing it for them." Ugh. If I'd given it to their kid and this happened, I would have been ruined. "This is all your fault." I held back a laugh and put on my most innocent face. "Emily, baby products aren't made for adults. Of course you had a reaction. I didn't think you'd actually use them yourself." She glared at me, clearly out of arguments but too proud to back down. Then her eyes shifted. Slowly, deliberately, she reached toward Lily. "You said Lily gets rashes too, right? What ointment do you use on her?" "I need some. My face is burning. Let me hold her while you grab it." I stepped away. "I'll get it for you. But you shouldn't touch her. She's very sensitive to strangers." Emily rolled her eyes. "God, you're so overprotective. It's just a baby. I just want to help. And last time you helped, you broke out in hives. Trust me. You don't want her ointment anywhere near your face." She grumbled, but relented. "Fine. But if my skin doesn't clear up, I swear to God, you're gonna pay." As she turned and stormed off, I caught a strong whiff of baby formula, overwhelming and sickly sweet, clinging to her clothes like perfume. She wasn't just using Lily's stuff. She was trying to become her. And that thought chilled me more than anything else so far. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, heart pounding, brain spinning. Emily was unraveling. Fast. She didn't just want Lily's skin or her smell. She wanted everything. And if I didn't act soon, she'd try again. The next morning, I asked Mom to watch Lily and arranged to meet Aunt Carol at a nearby cafe. I was polite, sweet even, like none of this madness had happened. "How's Emily?" I asked innocently, sipping from my cup. "She looked off yesterday." Aunt Carol sighed. She's stressed. Ever since the hospital, she's been trying every beauty remedy out there. None of them work. She's desperate. She still is beautiful, I said softly. She doesn't need to push herself like this. Aunt Carol gave me a sharp look. Well, it makes her happy. What's it to you? You jealous? The venom in her tone caught me off guard. Just like Emily, her mother could turn from sweet to spiteful in seconds. So I smiled. Of course not. I actually came because I heard about a really rare anti-aging remedy, something only insiders know. I thought Emily might be interested. Aunt Carol's eyes lit up instantly. What kind of remedy? Tell me. I lowered my voice dramatically. You didn't hear this from me, but there's a formula that uses two things: virgin boy's urine and the blood of a purebred Tibetan Mastiff. She blinked. Excuse me? I know it sounds insane, I whispered. But my friend's family has done this for generations. He has the smoothest, clearest skin I've ever seen. No wrinkles, no pores, just glowing. Aunt Carol looked skeptical. Sounds dangerous. I can show you photos, I said, pulling up a filtered pic of a skincare influencer. He said the secret is mixing those two ingredients into a face rinse. She was hooked. But Tibetan Mastiff blood? Where the hell do you get that? I shrugged. That's the hard part. It has to be pure, no mixes, not neutered. From a dog raised on clean meat. He gets his shipped from a breeder in the countryside. She frowned. That sounds complicated. I'm only telling you because I care about Emily, I said. But it's your call, whether you share it with her. By the time we parted ways, she was already texting Emily. I knew I'd started something. And I smiled all the way home. 3 days later, the neighborhood group chat exploded. Someone had reported a missing Tibetan Mastiff from a breeder 2 towns over. A pureblood male, and guess who posted a blurry photo of herself, holding a red-stained towel next to a giant kennel? Emily. The caption read, #DieBeautyRoutine, #NoFilter, #NaturalYouth. My stomach turned. She had actually done it. I scrolled further. Aunt Carol had commented, "My baby girl is glowing already. Thank you, Sarah, for the tip." I almost threw my phone across the room. Mom peeked into the room. "Sweetie, Emily just dropped off a gift basket. Said she wanted to thank you." I walked over. It was a basket full of baby lotion, diapers, wipes, and a sealed container. Formula. With a note. "This one's extra special, blended with my new tonic. You have to try it." I dropped it into the trash immediately. Then I pulled Lily close. This wasn't over, not even close. That night, I couldn't sleep. My phone buzzed again. It was a private message from Emily. "Hey, BTW, does Lily pee more in the mornings or at night? I heard the freshest batches work best. Just curious." I stared at the screen, frozen. She was gone. Truly gone. I didn't respond. I couldn't. Instead, I started planning. If Emily wanted madness, I'd give her a show she'd never forget. Emily went viral. Her Mastiff blood facial had caught the attention of a fringe beauty blog, which dubbed it the next placenta mask. Aunt Carol even hosted a live demo on Facebook. See? Her skin's brighter already. What they didn't show was the aftermath. That night, Emily's skin began to peel. Not gently, in angry sheets. Red, raw, burning. By morning, her face looked like melting wax. She showed up at my door, sobbing into a silk scarf. "You tricked me. That dog wasn't clean. That breeder was a scam." I raised an eyebrow. "You used actual blood, Emily. On your face. I never said do that. You said it was the secret to glowing skin. And you believed me? You're 32, not 13. She stomped into my kitchen, uninvited, pacing, muttering. Her hands shook. "I need a new formula," she hissed. "Something stronger. Something real." "Real?" I echoed. "What does that even mean?" "I need Lily." I stepped between her and the hallway. "You need to leave. Now." Her eyes were wild. Her skin, blistering. Just one drop of baby blood. I read it's enough to reset collagen production for years. My blood ran cold. She lunged. But I was ready. Behind her, Mom appeared with a frying pan. Whack. Emily hit the floor, unconscious. Mom looked at me. We call the cops? I shook my head. Not yet. Let's make sure she remembers this next time she tries to touch my daughter. Because this was war. And I wasn't done. Emily was out cold. I made sure Lily was safe in her crib, then dragged Emily's limp body to the couch. Mom followed, breathing hard, still clutching the frying pan. She's breathing, I said, checking her pulse. Mom was shaking. That girl is insane. You heard what she said. She wanted to cut your child. Not happening, I said flatly. Not in this life. Emily groaned, her fingers twitching. I grabbed the diaper bag and started stuffing essentials. We need to disappear for a while. She'll wake up and go straight to the cops or worse. Mom didn't argue. As I packed, I thought fast. We couldn't run forever, but we could buy time. I left a note beside Emily's unconscious form. You tried to steal my baby. You lost. Next time I won't be so merciful. Then we left through the back alley. We holed up in a motel 3 towns away. The room smelled like bleach and mildew, but Lily was safe. And for now, that was enough. Mom and I took turns watching the news, checking social media, waiting. By day 2, we got our answer. Emily had gone public, not to confess, to accuse. Cousin from hell assaults me with frying pan. Baby's mother has psychotic break, attacks skincare guru. She posted pictures of her bruises. Filtered, of course. She didn't mention the part where she tried to extract baby blood. And the comments? Split down the middle. Some called her brave. Others called her sick. Then the cops came knocking at our house. But we were long gone. Because I had one more move to make. And Emily's pretty little empire was about to crumble. I waited until 3 a.m. Lily was asleep in the motel crib. Mom snored softly in the other bed. I sat at the tiny desk, my laptop glowing in the dark like a loaded gun. It was time. I created a burner account, and truth about Emily. Then I uploaded everything, and screenshots of her asking for Lily's urine, and photos of her holding the Mastiff blood towel. A screen recording of her private message, just one drop of baby blood resets collagen for years. I included timestamps, metadata, everything traceable. I didn't need to frame her. She had written her own confession. I hit publish. By noon, #EmilyExposed was trending. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Did she really say that about a baby? This woman needs to be arrested. Unfollowed and reported. Gross. Some fans tried to defend her. She was just joking. She's an artist. But others pulled receipts. One posted an old video where Emily said, "If babies can have flawless skin, why can't we? Maybe they're hiding the real secrets from us." Another dug up her Amazon wishlist. It had a freezer, labeled organic bio stuff. Do not unplug. Emily went live. Her eyes were bloodshot. She wore a hoodie pulled tight over her still healing face. "They're lying about me," she whispered to the camera. They photoshopped everything. My cousin is a jealous, bitter single mom who can't stand that I found a skincare method that works. Someone commented, "Sis, you asked for infant urine." Emily read the comment and snapped. "You don't know what I tease like to age on camera. Do you think I wanted to do that?" She started sobbing. Ugly, unfiltered. It was supposed to be harmless. It was just a few drops. Her stream ended abruptly. That night, 3 sponsors dropped her. 2 platforms demonetized her. Her face was on every reaction YouTube channel by morning. She wasn't famous anymore. She was infamous. And that, finally, was justice. 2 days after her meltdown stream, Emily was arrested. Animal cruelty, biological hazard violations, attempted endangerment of a minor. The news called it the Mastiff blood scandal. Reporters camped outside her condo. Aunt Carol tried to shield her, yelling into cameras, "This is cancel culture gone mad. She's a visionary." But it didn't work. Police escorted Emily out in handcuffs. Her hoodie was pulled up, face hidden. But the internet knew. People jeered from across the street. "Where's the baby blood now, Emily? Need a drop to fix your mug?" The fall wasn't just public. It was personal. Mom and I returned home that afternoon. Lily squealed when she saw her crib again. The smell of our apartment, familiar and clean, felt like breathing again after drowning. But I wasn't done. I changed the locks, installed cameras, blocked every number connected to Aunt Carol. Still, sometimes I woke up at 3 a.m., heart racing, checking Lily's crib just to be sure. But Emily didn't come back. Couldn't. Because she wasn't just in jail. She was exposed. Every follower gone, every sponsor cut, every bridge burned. And every time I looked at Lily's smile, I knew one thing. I came back for a reason. And this time, no one would ever hurt her again.